which was achieved during the period of convenorship of Comrade C.H. Venkatachalam, General Secretary AIBA in 2010. Comrade Jagdish Basu, banks, foreign banks, brothers and sisters, elders. While I stand before you, there is a need to look back to the history very minutely. How the debate about the pension has come, how it was given a shape, who were the persons who established that standard of life for these many people, because as per the statistics that is being available, it was more or less equal. Retirees number as well as the working employees number in public sector bank, it is equal. It is approximately 7,59,000 people. In that, we keep State Bank of India out, they are number around 2,31,000. Their scheme and our scheme, there is a ocean-wide difference. And they had historically some benefit they reaped from Imperial Bank of India. Hence, when you look at the pension that has been achieved during the period of late Comrade Tarakeshwar, if you look at it, it was 20th of May, 1993. The documentation was done by Comrade Tarak and Comrade Dopeshwarkar with A.K. Bakshi. And at that point of time, when the debate took place, whether it should be 2 benefits or 3 benefits, it was very clear that pension in one form or other should be achieved, and that was the demand of late Comrade P.K. Menon, the former General Secretary of the All India Bank Officer Association. I did back the whole thing to 1989. It was part of the settlement demanded by Comrade P.K. Menon. When the automatic switchover was brought in the officer service regulation, we met now Dr. R. Srinivasan, formerly he was the Srinivasan Chairman Managing Director of Bank of India, whose period we signed a joint note. When you look back the development right from that period, when we signed by a threat, we gave a threat that if we don't implement that memorandum of understanding signed by Comrade Tarakeshwar and Comrade Dopeshwarkar, representing the All India Bank Employees Association, the whole community will observe the strike. By 31st of October 1993, if the decision is not going to be converted as a settlement. Finally, what happened? It was achieved by Comrade Tarakeshwar and the leadership to secure a fine life for all of you on 29th of October 1993. There were comrades who were opposed to the philosophy. They were also the stumbling block. And we were not able to move forward. It took 2 years. Though IBA, whenever they used to say second option for pension, I was the one who used to tell late Comrade RJS, it is not second option for pension. It is the 4th time option is being given to the bank employees and officers. You look at it, 1993 first option, 1995 next option. In between 90 days and 120 days, banks have extended another option. When it came in 27th of April 2010, how many people have been covered? If you look at it, the actuarial report submitted by Sharma, as well as the other person from Calcutta, I missed his name. In 2008, it was submitted. 2,65,000 working employees and 65,000 retirees were brought inside on the same terms and condition as that of the 1993 on the 4-pillar policy. Though bankers wanted a substituted policy, credit goes to the United Forum of Bank Union, and more so at that point of time, the convener of the UOBU was the General Secretary of AIBA. Today, these 3,30,000 people, when they came inside, 3 developments have taken place. We should not miss it when you look at it. Number 1, there were offensives not to allow the pension to be given to the rest of the people. Rather, I tell you, it was January 2010 when 2-day strike call was given. It was a demand of our colleagues in the officers movement at that point of time when we met at State Bank of India Union Office. Please give up salary revision for the working employees. It was pleaded to him. He said even 40% weightage is given, please allow the pension to come. Salary need not be paid to the people. And whatever calculations we have worked out, it's worth to see the actuarial report of 2008. A couple of days back I was going through it for obvious reason to understand how to make the Indian Banks Association to come to sense to see that two actuaries are appointed to look at the whole gamut of the pension. And in the process, when you look at it, 9 rounds of discussion took place. Money belonging to the working employee was diverted to the pension corpus to allow 3,30,000 people to get the benefit of the pension on 27th of April 2010. Syndicate Bank was on deputation to IBA. He was the one who said, we cannot give the same pattern of the pension signed by Tarakeshwar. When we say certain things very seriously, people were not believing. Rather, I can tell you with pains, not have the calculators. They said 14% PF will give 42 lakhs of rupees. And some of the banks, the details were sold at the cost of 50 rupees per calculation. Some of our officers also purchased. It's a fact at Bombay. And when you look back one by one, certain of the developments that are all coming back, when you look at it, when we signed the original settlement, it was 1148 points of DA. And when we achieved it after 17 years, we paid a heavy cost for that. Belief from the trade union in the year 1993 has caused a heavy damage to the whole system. And we were very serious to pursue it. And when RBI got it on 5th of March, ABOA, which wrote, and even today we stand, the updation that should be achieved as at the moment, it should be on the lines of RBI. Corrections are to be made, calculations are to be made. We don't dispute it. But we made it a point, 4 officer organizations, we have made it 4th of January 2021. After a lapse of 21 years, first time a separate document has been prepared and signed for officers on residual issues. The first demand is 5 days a week, which is a contentious issue. It's going on. And the second issue from 4 officer organization is, I tell you, December 2018, when Prashant Kumar, who is leading the Yes Bank today, he was there, that impact analysis on the balance sheets of the banks are to be assessed. And we only put up during this period by me and Comrade Soumya Datta and others, that why don't you appoint the actuaries as that of the 2008? What is the problem in that? And from 2018 onwards, it was pursued from the officers. Unwritten minutes of understanding exist on our files. And ultimately on 2021, it has been clearly committed by IBA. IBA has committed to analyze the impact on the balance sheets of the bank if it is considered as that of the RBI. They have committed, actuarian has been appointed. He is appointed. Our contention is very simple. 24 months and not able to have a communication to the United Forum of Bank Union or 4 officers organization on the matter. What actuaries have told? Is it too costly? If it is costly, why don't you divulge it? And what is the latest parliamentary question they have? They don't say that. Second, they say the committee appointed for the purpose of assessing the corpus required, it has submitted a report to the Supreme Court. It is a parliamentary reply. And if it has been submitted, a committee has submitted to the Supreme Court in the matter of Singla and others, why that document may not be made available to all of us to understand what is their understanding of the things. And what is the corpus that has been created, how it is eroded. It is eroded